do just that in Game 5 against Atlanta. As always, the man who will be running the show is their sensational point guard, Steve Smith. This season, Steve has lifted his game to a new level and lifted the entire team along with him. And Steve Smith wants the ball tonight. You can see it in his eyes. This is the time of the year when NBA stars rise to the occasion, and Steve Smith has been the driving force in the Heat's playoff success. 2 years ago, they were swept by Chicago. Smith made a big impression. The Heat win! What a win for this team. I remember sitting in a room one time talking to Michael Jordan about the young guys that he really thought were really going to be a player. He said, they got this kid down in Miami named Steve Smith that can play. I mean, to have somebody like that say something about you, got to make you feel pretty well.
Yeah, definitely, Michael. I faced him a couple times when he had 54 and 3/4 against us.
But he told me you never backed off.
Never backed up. Nothing, not to put down Michael, nothing. I was intimidated by winning plays, but not intimidated when we actually got on the court.
How would you describe your game to me?
Personally, he draws a lot of attention, does a lot of different things in the court, not the obvious things. The little tricks there, the little slide moves, things you can get by without doing the fundamental things.
Yo, the world is yours. The world is yours. You're such a nice, soft, easy kind of guy off the court, but on the court, it's totally the other way.
Yeah, different. They call me Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I definitely went on the court just go crazy. I like to win. I never let nobody beat me. That's, I think, the attitude everybody has in Detroit.
Make your left and go right, straight down the lane. Here's one in your eye. You feel pain, the chumps like you. I gotta keep them in line. So prepare to suffer, boys. Cause now you're mine. Steve's game brings back memories of another great player in Detroit, the Iceman, George Gervin, and it's got to be one of the all-time great scorers I think that have ever played in the NBA. And when I watch you play, I see some of George Gervin in your game.
Yeah, definitely a lot of people. My high school coach used to call me Irvin Gervin, for George and Irvin. I used to try to pattern myself so much like him. I think I still do a lot of things George used to do.
And talking about Irvin, it was inevitable that you were going to get people say that you were like Magic Johnson because you went to Michigan State, 6'8", plays point guard and the whole thing like that. I imagine that's got to be a major compliment.
Definitely, it's an honor to be compared to one of the best player maybe ever, Michael Jordan. What's so ironic about it, we both went to the same school and we're good friends and we still keep in touch. And Irvin is just like my mentor and he's the person I always looked up to.
Tell me a little bit more about George Gervin, because George, a lot of young kids out there never got a chance to see George Gervin. What was it about his game that you really, really liked?
The finger roll. We call it the dinner roll. Comes from Detroit. When George grabs the ball.
Wait a minute now. In New York is the finger roll, and Detroit is the dinner roll.
We call it the dinner roll. Especially when he has a little margin, a little butter, and he flips it and just lets it go. That's the word.
One of his childhood friends from Detroit is Derek Coleman. They're rivals in the NBA, but were teammates in the summer game. And now they'll join forces once again. Finally, after all this time, you and DC playing against each other, you guys now have a chance on the Dream Team to play as teammates. That should be a lot of fun.
Definitely. We've always dreamed. We wanted to go to the same college, but things happened. Then we wanted to get drafted. I wanted to get drafted by New Jersey and play with them. But that changed. Now we're on the big team, the one representing your country, which is an honor. And we're playing together. To both bring home the gold back to Detroit.
But before he starts thinking about that gold medal, the first thing he wants to do is bring the Heat their first victory in a playoff series. Before the series, Steve said you won't be able to tell number 8 from number 1, and for the most part, he's been right. They have battled Atlanta all the way down the line.
Now tell me about this nickname. How did he get nicknamed Tricky?
Well, he's a magician, see? And then on the court, he tricks people. You saw in the feature how he killed Mr. Good. He got the trick. So the Tricky thing fit. It was a contest. The fans voted it, and he liked it. And so now we have Tricky Smith. That's right. Now, there's another player from